for the opportunity. Before I start my presentation, let me introduce myself. My name is Nadine Kaunang with NIM 2305353 and in class 2 Business Management 2 and Prodi D4 Business Management. Now I will present an article about business management perspective on the circular economy, present state and future direction, writing by Farhan Ahmad, Anubas, Sinila Ari, and Craig V. Robinson. This is the point that we will discuss. The first one is introduction, background, literature review, methodology, result, conclusion, and suggestion. This is the first point that we will discuss. It is the background of the article. Is circular economy (CE) replace the linear take, make, dispose model with a regenerative system. Business management plays a vital role in implementing CE. Current CE research in business management can be categorized into 6 streams. It is strategy, learning and innovation, consumer behavior and manufacturing, supply chains and implementation, circular business models, industrial symbiosis, and emerging technologies. Identifying research trends and gaps. Propose future research direction centered on accelerating. Identifying research trends and gaps, we propose future research direction centered on accelerating adoption and profilation of the CE practice. Next is literature review. The first one is natural resource depletion and environmental degradation have underlined the necessity of the resign the traditional linear take, make, and dispose path of production and consumption by Marilyn et al. 2018. The second one is CE is an economic system that replaces the end-of-life concept with reducing, alternatively reusing, recycling, and recovering materials in production or distribution and consumption process by Kitcher et al. 2017, p. 229. The third one is output previously conceptualized as waste are now seen as resource to create value. Value is retained in the economic system by redesigning products by Goldman and Hulgard 2000. And the next one is result question, and the question is, what is the current state of research or emerging perspective you like to see in business and management literature? The answer is this study distinct in several ways. The first one is we cover business and management as a discipline holistically and do not limit the study of business or CE specific topics. The approach of the most prior biometric reviews. And the second one is we adopt hybrid approach using content analysis applied to biometric and network analysis result, increasing of efficiency of individual methods and providing panoramic as well in deep insight beyond simple descriptive. The third is contrast to prior studies, employ an emerging biometric technique known as deep biometric coupling, which capture emerging trends rather than past tradition in scientific literature. And the next one is methodology. It is used bibliometric analysis to study the state of circular economy, research and business management. Compared to qualitative reviews, bibliometric analysis offers a systematic, transparent, and reproducible approach. Employ bibliographic coupling to identify current research stream and frontiers, which is particularly useful for rapidly evolving fields like CE. These methods infer similarity between documents based on their shared reference, outperforming traditional methods like CO's citation analysis in identifying emerging research trends. This is the data collection. The first one is identifying keywords for research. Data were collected from Clarified Webs of Science or WOS, a common source of bibliometric data. Relevant search terms were identified through an initial literature review. initially circular economy was searched and the resulting top 15 most cited paper was examined to identify terms used synonymously to CE in extant literature. In the end of final set of research, terms include four keywords as circular economy, cradle of cradle, industrial symbiosis, and closed loop economy. The second one is selecting the relevant papers. Research for literature using four key terms in the Web of Science or WOS, focusing on peer-reviewed articles in business, finance, management, operating, resource, and economic categories, as well in the Journal of Cleaner Production. This resulted in 2,108 articles, which were then manually reviewed to exclude irrelevant or technical papers, leaving 1,232 articles for bibliographic coupling analysis. The majority of publication on circular economy occurred the last 4 years, comprising 88% of the total. The second data is the identify scheme with include articles. It is the strategy, learning and innovation, consumer behavior, remanufactured products and supply chain, and CE implementation. And number 4 is circular business models. Number 5, industrial symbiosis networks, and number 6, emerging technology. And the discussion is a question. It is how can business instigate social change for CE? The answer is the first overarching question calls for resource that helps organization instigate social change need for transition to CE. The need of the systemic shift on the world economic system needs to be addressed at the social level. Research needs to address fundamental issues such as ethical, behavioral, and philosophical dimension of CE, how these relate to wider implementation of circular practice. Such research could usefully link the profilation of the CE to political, geographical, and societal issues more widely. The conclusion of the article is study contributes to discussion on circular economy or CE by providing an extensive overview of business management research on CE, focusing particularly on management aspect. We integrate various areas of business and management such as manufacturing, innovation, circular business, and delegation to offer a holistic perspective. We identify the limited use of theory in existing research and propose solution. Moreover, we lay a solid foundation for future research by outlining the three overarching research questions. However, our study acknowledged limitations, particularly regarding the use of bibliometric, which may not always capture intellectual reason behind the citation. Despite this limitation, our content analysis help mitigate potential bias. And additionally, we recognize the influence of reference links on bibliographic coupling, but varying their source taste in our study did not significantly affect our findings. Overall, our study provides value insight of advancing the adoption, the proliferation of CE practice in the future. Okay, and the last important point that we will discuss it is the suggestion and direction for future research. By exploration of trends and gaps in exciting research highlight common issues across different streams, we developed 3 overarching research questions with sub-questions linked to existing streams, aiming to guide future research to accelerate the impact of business and management research on circular economy or CE practice. We advocate for a shift from more identification to prioritization and classification to support decision making, providing more insightfully guidance for policy makers and managers. We propose that interdisciplinary collaboration can lead to the deeper insight, and we advocate for a normative perspective in future research, focusing on proposing and improving circular practice rather than just reporting exciting ones. Additionally, we emphasize the importance of integrating useful theoretical perspective into future research. Overall, our proposed agenda aims to advance the adopting and proliferation of CE perspective toward right hours and forward-thinking research. That's all the explanation of my presentation. Sorry if I have any wrong words. That's all, and thank you.